Good evening. My name is Cindy Ding. I am Amy's younger sister and our maid of honor. We're only 15 months apart, but growing up, everybody thought we were twins. When we started school, I found out that was to my advantage. Because every teacher called me Amy by mistake, and that meant that they thought I was the smart one, that I was the goody two-shoes responsible person, and the person that they can call as line leader. And growing up, that was the best thing, to be behind Amy's shadows and kind of growing up and having someone positive to look up to. But amongst the three siblings, David was the oldest. He was the one that got into the most trouble. Then came me, the youngest, who was the next troublemaker. And then Amy, who was the golden child, but she was also the enforcer. I remember a time when I had to go to the corner and goy. And when I was there, I could see the TV in the family living room. Amy, seeing that I was under punishment, decided to shove a mattress across the way to block my view of the TV. Only then can I repent for my wrongful ways. But Amy also had a much playful side. In middle school, she was the biggest fan of the boy band NSYNC. Any NSYNC fans out there? Come on, So I would sneak up to her room and listen right by her doorway as she played this one song over and over again on a cassette tape. And she would sing along to it. And after a while, I was thinking, this song is drive myself crazy, wanting you the way I do. And I thought, man, if only we had Snapchat or Vine, that video would go viral. Later on, years later, Amy met Brian. And it turns out, one of their first dates, I was in third wheel. I was going to an Alpine speech shooting through lawyers and invited Amy and Brad as my guests. I thought, what a great way to get to know someone, learning a new activity. But before then, all of my experience was just playing the Duck Hunt game on Nintendo. And Amy and Brad had a fun little competition going on, and really got to know each other that way, while laughing about me because I was the worst shot in the class. But they're a great couple, and I've seen Amy grow a lot. She's mature, she's really good at adulting, and has made a lot of decisions where she's helped me throughout my life. In fact, earlier this week, I was in a car accident on 290, and luckily my fiance and I were able to walk away from that with just bruises to our egos and to our bodies. But in that moment of shock, I forgot to call 911. Instead, I contacted Amy and Brian, because in that moment, I knew that they were the force of stability in my life. That they could help rationalize any situation and get me through it and provide me the emotional support. They're the type of people you want on your trivia night or game night. They're the type of people you want on your cooking competition, for Brian at the barbecue pit and Amy making some sides with Instant Pot probably. They're the type of people you want in a zombie apocalypse, because they both go to body pump the Y, so that's gotta amount to something, right? I would like to end this speech with a Vietnamese proverb I learned from my grandma before she passed. Chị ngã, em no. Meaning if the older sister trips, the younger sister picks her back up. But now, I think that quote should be, Chị ngã, Brian no. Because she's found her man, their partner in life, and I'm so happy for you both. Welcome to the family, Brian. Cheers.
Thank you for the lovely speech, Cindy. So you guys all heard that Brian and Amy went skeet shooting. If you guys know anything about Brian at all, he hates guns. But to begin, I would like to thank everybody here today for coming to this lovely event. And to thank everyone involved in making this night a special night for Brian and Amy. Brian, first of all, thank you for letting me be part of your big day. It really means a lot to me. And thanks to my fellow wedding party members for all your hard work. You all look lovely, and it's been anything but a sober experience hanging out with you. Last but not least, thank you to Mr. and Mrs. Sun Dao for doing your best for Brian. But more importantly, thank you to Mr. and Mrs. Din for raising such a kind-hearted and beautiful daughter. So, Brian and I met in gym class at the beginning of our freshman year in high school. That was 19 years ago. So we've had a lot of good times together. We've seen the good, the bad, the ugly, and we live to tell the tales. So I can confidently say that I know Brian on a deeper level and see how he's become a better man with Amy in his life. For one thing, he's a bit softer. He'll pretend to not like Amy's mushy affection, but we can all always tell that he loves being the center of our world. Amy, you are radiant tonight, and you make Brian so happy. Thanks for doing that. He's a good guy. To me, he's the best person you can have by your side. You two are the best friends I can ask for, and more importantly, you're the best together, so you deserve all the happiness in the world. To raise a glass to Brian and Amy. May your marriage be filled with laughter and love, and may this be just the beginning of a great story. To the newlyweds.